There we go. Welcome, everyone. We're catching up on finishing up on last week's campaign where we get to kill a bunch of goblins. Or at least that's the attempt at it. We'll see what happens, whether or not we're successful at it or not. Anyways, we're going to try to kill goblins tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. We'll see what happens with dice rolls and such. Anyways, John, it's your show.
Okay, when we left off, when last we left our heroes, you were outside of a goblin hideout in a cave, and some goblins were emerging. So, I guess everybody roll initiative.
I don't think mine changed very much from last time.
Me neither. Mine went down by one.
Mine got much worse.
Okay, so Bazak is first. Then Zeri. Then Alphonse.
Kira has a -1. I mean, Nora has a -1 to her initiative.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Oh, so she has a 14?
Mm-hmm.
And that makes no difference whatsoever. Okay, I have Brock, then Kira, then Alphonse, then Nora, then the monsters, then Baldwin, then Trilla, then Casadius. Did I miss anybody?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Brock, it's your turn. I'll describe the scene again. You've just defeated the goblins that were outside the cave, right? And then, but one of the goblins that was outside the cave ran inside. And now, right at the end of combat, you see emerging from the cave is a boss goblin for his 4 hobgoblin bodyguards, and 8 smaller goblins like the ones that you've already fought. What do you do?
Goblin, I say, Goblin Bros, what's going on? You guys are normally a lot less punchy and a lot more talky.
The goblin boss looks at you and says, "We have nothing to say to you. Attack them!"
Yeah, and then Yeah, I'll just charge him. I'll charge the nearest hobgoblin. Or what does the leader look like? Does he look like he's got weapons for beating people down, or does he look like he's gonna do other things?
Hang on a second. Okay. He's all I wrote here is he's wearing half plate. No, I'm sorry. He's wearing chainmail, and he's carrying a longsword. You're asking what does he look like he's gonna do?
No. His equipment basically was what I wanted to see.
Okay. Yeah, he's
just in case he was like a magic dude.
He's wearing chainmail and carries a longsword. The hobgoblin bodyguards, they have half plate armor and they all carry great swords. And then the rest of the goblins are armed similarly as you've seen them. They're just wearing kind of pieces of metal that are sort of, tied together and strapped onto their bodies, and they've got rusty short swords.
Okay, I'm going to charge one of the hobgoblins and start getting rid of the excess.
You're going to charge one of the hobgoblins? Is that what you said?
Yep, that's what I said.
Okay. So you can reach them and attack in one movement.
Okay.
Excellent. Excellent.
Plus 2. So, where does that get doubled to?
That's a 13 total?
That's plus 4.
Huh?
Does my plus 2 damage get doubled as well?
Yeah, that gets added in before the critical hit gets factored. So that's
okay,
doubled
so
as well.
then it's a plus 4. So
24? 26. 26. Right?
Leave, so
Yeah.
Okay, so you charge in, you hit him with a mace? You have a mace?
Yep.
Okay.
From ace.
So you run in. Oh yeah, it says right there. I see. You run in and you hit the guy right in the head with your mace, and he yells out in pain and grasps at his face. He's now got a large wound on the side of his head. Okay, it's Kira's turn. Does anybody have any idea what she does? I don't remember from last round.
Emperor Palpatine thing, Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so does she roll or does my guy roll?
She rolls.
Yeah, she.
On that
Okay.
one, she rolls. It's considered a spell attack.
It has a +7.
+7? Okay, that hits. So she's shooting at she's shooting the same hobgoblin man that Brock just attacked. So she does. How does it do damage?
1d10 +5.
Ooh, she does big old damage. Okay, so this poor hobgoblin gets brained by Brock Lucky, and now he's getting electroshocked by Emperor Palpatine. So he pulls his hand away from his face, and it's all covered in blood. And then the next thing he knows, he's getting electrocuted by somebody shooting at him from the edge of the forest. And he goes, "Bleh." Okay, Alphonse, your turn.
Is the goblin they've been attacking? Is he still up or?
Yes, he is. He's not dead yet.
Okay. In that case, I will move to within 30 feet and then do my stuff.
Well.
Oh, there's one.
If it isn't Mr. Rolling with disadvantage all night long. Hey, look, it's Mrs. I lose 1 HP every time I use a magic spell for the rest of the night. Hi guys, glad you could join us.
No. If that happens, I'm virtually useless.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so we just started combat. Brock brained a hobgoblin in the head, and then Kira, you blasted that one with lightning, and now Alphonse is doing something.
I'm going to shoot him with my planar warrior arrows. My special arrows. Yeah, that's 26.
Okay, that'll hit.
Hit. Okay.
So it's a special arrow that does what now? Does it do like...
It does force damage. And it does more damage too. That's one of the reasons why. Woo! 16 damage.
Cool.
Okay, so you shoot an arrow out, and it hits this hobgoblin. I'm going to say it hits him in the gut. His unprotected gut, right underneath the rim of his half plate armor that he's wearing. And he clutches at it, and he begins to stagger. His eyes are kind of half masted. He is on the verge, but he is still standing. You want to do anything else?
Will you people not consider surrendering? Because it would be much easier, and I would not have to lose more arrows.
The boss goblin, in response to you says, just holds his sword in the air and yells, "Roar!" And then all the other goblins, except for the one that is nearly dead, they all likewise raise their swords in the air and continue to charge and attack you. And the one that's been wounded kind of does it really half-heartedly.
So death it be. Very well.
Okay, do I have a volunteer to take over Nora's character? Does anybody...
I will do it.
that?
I helped her make the character, so I know how it works.
Okay, well, it's her turn.
Okay. Okay, let me get into her character sheet then. Okay, I know I missed like half the battle, so like, what's happening, so I know what to do with her.
No, you missed, you literally missed three turns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brock went, then
Three.
I went for you, then Alphonse, and then that's when you guys showed up.
Okay.
So there's one boss goblin that's wearing chainmail, and he has a long sword. He's commanding them, and he has 4 hobgoblin bodyguards, and they're all wearing half plate, and they have two-handed swords, great swords, and then there's 8 smaller goblins with them as well, similar to the ones that you fought last time.
Okay.
And they've all just emerged from the cave and are attacking you.
Oh, okay. Did they just change? Did Beyond just change their mobile setup? Because like it was not showing me my stuff, and then I realized it was in collections, and I was like, that wasn't there before. Sorry.
Yeah, I noticed they changed something on the. I don't know about on the mobile side, but on the computer one they did.
Okay, because it was throwing me off. I
always
was like, where's my stuff? Okay. Hold on. My phone is now dying. I gotta recharge it. Okay. Is anybody wounded? Anybody hurting?
Yeah. Well, everybody's. I mean, nobody's changed their character sheet from the last session, right? Everybody's the same as that. Nobody's taken any damage this session.
Okay.
The goblins haven't even had a turn yet.
So there's a boss goblin, and then there's a couple of like minions.
There's a boss goblin, the main boss guy. He has 4 big burly bodyguards, hobgoblin guys, and then they have their 8 smaller goblins, similar to the ones you've already fought. So there's a total of 15 enemies. 13. 13.
Okay.
So good in maths.
Okay, well, because I know actually how the Charity's characters work better than she does, I'm gonna use some AoE spells. There's 13 of them. I am gonna use Scorching Ray at 2nd level spell. Okay, make a ranged spell attack for each ray. So, the way Scorching Ray works is you create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. So she's picking 3 targets and she's gonna make ranged attack rolls for all of them.
Okay, do they have to be like in a certain proximity? Do you want me to describe how they're arranged?
They're
How
like
the enemies
separate.
are
They're like
arrayed?
separate beams, so they can target as long as
Oh,
each
okay.
of them is within range of her. She can target whichever.
Okay, then never mind.
They have a 120-foot range.
You're within range.
Okay. Okay.
The entrance of the cave is only 50 feet from the edge of the forest.
Okay. I don't want to target the boss. I want to target just 3 minions.
Okay.
And Roll20 is taking its time to load.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I have a D20 though. I can just roll while I'm waiting.
Okay.
Oh, swearsies! I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, but that's just one attack. Okay, so that's for 1. It's a natural 20. 4 plus so the second attack is an 8 to hit.
Nope.
You're gonna think I'm cheating, but I just rolled a natural 20 again.
There's no
I want
proof.
these homemade dice.
Why do you have to make? That's stupid. That you have to make 3 separate attacks. It should just be one roll for all of them.
It's
Okay, so
yeah.
you got 2 critical successes.
Okay.
Do you need to
so-
roll damage?
Yeah, it's 2d6 damage. Come on, roll 20. It's not rolling. It's not. Come on. Okay, so both attacks that hits are criticals. So double damage then. Okay, 4 plus 5. So I rolled a 9. Doubled is 18 for the first attack. And the second attack is 6. Doubled is 12. So 18 damage to one and 12 damage to another. And then the third one misses.
Okay, so describe for me what the spell does exactly.
So basically, it looks like a red laser blast from like Star Wars. You know, it kind of shoots out from her fingertips and goes to 3 different targets. And then once it hits them, they are engulfed in flames for a few moments.
Oh, is that like a lingering effect that burns them or something for like extra damage next turn or something like that?
No, it's
Okay.
it's a one-time thing, but it's more impressive if I say they engulfed in flames for a few moments.
Okay, well I'm gonna let that stand. That sounds cool as it is.
Okay.
So Nora does that. That happens.
Mhm. And then let me just double check and see if she's got any bonus actions.
All right.
If I remember correctly from last week, she's kind of towards the edge of the forest, right?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
From last week, she's kind of at the edge of the forest so that she's within range.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then, yeah, I'll just leave her there.
I think you all are except for Brock.
I'm not. I ran up forward with Brock. I'm a little bit behind him, but I ran up kind of next near him last time.
What? Okay.
Yeah, it's like Brock, Cassadius, and then like 10 feet behind, 10, 20 feet behind down, it's Alphonse, and then everybody else.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, okay. If no one is in dire need, then she's just gonna stay there. Actually, no. Take that back. She'll stay there, but she's gonna use her half her movement to go prone, since she's at range with them.
Okay. All right. So now it's the monster's turn. So Excuse me while I make dice rolls. Actually, I'll keep narrative with this. Oh, Baldwin, how many more turns until you get here?
Well, are we having Trillin just fly me there?
Well, it was going to be a really cool surprise, but now that you've spoiled that. Well done there.
Well, why did you ask me?
Because I don't want to do stuff to your character without your consent. I just didn't. I thought it was going to be a cool moment for everyone.
No, I mean, why did you ask me how many turns were left?
Never mind why. Just answer my question.
It's 4. The
let
answer.
me
This
look
is
at
the
my
fourth.
notes.
This is the 4th round, I believe. So he has 3 more.
There's
after
been
this
3
round.
rounds.
Okay.
So this is the 4th.
I was
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Everyone disregarded what I said. I didn't say anything much.
Josh, you're terrible at surprises.
Well,
Noted. I'm putting that in my notes.
what you
You
asked me?
should.
What was the question I asked you?
How many turns until I get there? And you
And then-
said before that she's going to carry me, so I'm going to be present at the start. So I assumed that then I would be present at the start. So
Then
when
you
you
would
say
say-
how many more turns, and I say 0, because I'm here already. That's what it said. My message.
Well done. Well done. Well done, me. Well done, everyone. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So the hobgoblin. There's the boss goblin is kind of at the back. The 4, or excuse me, the 4 goblins. The 4 hobgoblin bodyguards of his are kind of around him, and the other goblins are about half movement in front of them. So I guess you guys would have had to run past. Okay, here's how it goes. The boss goblin's near the cave entrance. The 4 hobgoblins are around him. Brock's right up in their face. Right? Then it's the rest of the goblins, and they're in between Brock and Cassadius. Yeah, that's what we're going to say. So, the hobgoblins are going to attack you, Brock. Two of them can reach you. And 2 of them are going to hold their action to protect the boss. They do not do well. One of them...
No, they don't.
One of them swings his sword at you and just misses completely well. The other one actually swings his sword into the gut of his fellow.
Oh, crap.
Is it the nearly dead one that he hits?
Yes, it is. So
he kills his own friend.
that's right. So there's 2 hobgoblin bodyguards. One is nearly dead, and he half-heartedly swings at you, and just can't seem to summon up the strength and power to effectively attack you, and he misses. And his fellow, in his overexuberance, trying to make up for that, accidentally kills him. So he swings his sword into the guy's stomach, and that guy lets out a shriek, and he doubles over and falls to the ground dead. The boss goblin's not doing...
This is what happens when you teach your bros to be murder crazy.
Okay. So, excuse me. Now there are 8 goblins left. 2 of them have been badly wounded. So 4 of them are going to run up and surround Cassadius.
Good. I have a plan for this, guys. Don't worry.
And then the other four are going to run up and surround Alphonse. So I'll make the rolls against Cassadius first since he's closer. So that's 2 of them guys hit.
Well, I'm gonna cast. Is that a? What's their plus bonus?
What?
Do they have a bonus to any of the rolls?
Yeah, they
I'm gonna
have
cast what's their plus bonus?
they get a +4 to hit.
Okay, then it's not worth doing what I was going to plan on doing. Yeah, 2 hit then.
Okay. So, all right. Okay, they do a grand total of 6 damage to you.
Cool. And noted.
And then the other 4 attack Alphonse.
Actually, before that, I'm gonna on one of the ones that hit me. I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke because it has a reaction, so it needs to make a Dex save.
A Dex save, okay.
It needs to pass a 10, which is
I
terrible.
was like, is he good? Wait, you can do a thing! Come on, remember you can do the thing!
Okay, he got an 18.
Well, okay, then he takes half damage.
Okay.
Half damage. Okay, so he takes 10 damage.
All right.
So basically, just he hit me, and my tiefling self gets mad, and he starts on fire. But it's not a lasting fire effect. It's just like a hellfire sort of thing.
Everybody's on fire. Okay. All right. Alphonse, one of them lands a critical hit against you, but we're just doing regular hits. What's your AC? Is a 16 beat your AC?
Yeah, 16 does, so I get 2. Cause
Okay,
I have a 14.
Two hits and 2 critical failures against you. So, let me roll damage. Okay, those 2 are against you, so they deal 2 damage to you.
Okay.
And the good damage rolls they do to each other. So, once again, one of these idiots kills his friend. Because the two that had critical misses, one of them was one that Kira already blasted, or Nora blasted with her fire lasers. So those 2 idiots, they swing their swords at you and hit each other. And the one that's all burnt to a crisp and scorched looking, he dies and he falls over dead. Not going well. Okay. Baldwin's turn, so he's not here yet.
Nope, he's still 3 turns away.
And then and then suddenly from above you all hear what, Eagle?
Well, you know, when the giant eagles come flying in, that screech they make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you all hear giant eagle screeching sound from above, and you look up and you see, behold, Trillin has arrived. And who is that she's carrying with her but Baldwin?
Ta-da!
And everybody's surprised. No one suspected a thing.
100% surprise.
So you guys can do your turn at the same time, however you want. Baldwin, you could jump down from the sky and do a knee attack or whatever. And Trillin,
Sure, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do?
Don't jump next to me. Please. Just don't do it. You don't want to be near me.
So how many people and where are they? There's people surrounding Alphonse and Casadius.
But the hobgoblins are next to Brock, and they're scarier than the regular goblins.
Okay, so Casadius is surrounded by 4 goblins. Alphonse is surrounded by 3 goblins and 1 goblin corpse. Brock is facing off with a hobgoblin with his mace, and there's a dead hobgoblin at his feet. And then behind them is a boss goblin that's flanked by 2 more hobgoblin bodyguards.
And the boss is so far just standing there.
So far, yeah, he's just commanding the others.
Well, I guess we
How
should
about
help
we
out
go,
Alphonse. Or what did you want to do, Eagle? Did you want to attack the boss? Eagle?
What do you think?
Well, I don't feel like... Is Alphonse... Not very-
Alphonse just got attacked, and there's also Kira and Nora are both right there. And there's only 3 minions surrounding him.
So you're saying he's
You know
fine?
what?
I feel like the hobgoblins
How
and the boss
big
near
is
Brock
the
is
boss?
Okay, I guess I'll attack the hobgoblin next to Brock, and then after we take out the hobgoblin, then Brock and me and Trillin can attack the boss. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So I'll attack the hobgoblin.
Or who knows? Maybe they'll both miss and they'll start attacking the boss for us.
Are you attacking the other one that's facing off with Brock, or are you attacking one of the 2 that's still flanking the boss?
The one that's fighting Brock.
Okay.
Oh, there were 5 hobgoblins?
Well, there's
What?
4.
There are 4 of them. 2 of them attacked you. The other 2 stayed and bodyguarded the boss.
I thought 2 had died. My bad.
No, just 1. The one you almost killed got smashed.
No, the other one that died was a regular small goblin that attacked Alphonse.
Okay, does a 10 hit?
It does not hit,
Okay.
regrettably.
Then I'm gonna use a key point to use Flurry of Blows to make 2 more attacks.
All right.
19.
That's good.
So, the boss goblin, is this like some weird giant goblin, or is this some sort of size that, say, I could possibly...
What?
Cut out.
You want to know if
Is
you
there
can
any
lift him
chance
in
I
the
can
air?
fly off with this?
I don't know. How much weight can you carry?
Let me look.
He's about Brock Lucky size. He's a big dude. He's not as well defined or glistening as Brock.
Yeah, I probably couldn't fly off with him then. My weight my normal carrying capacity, which I think would be required for actually carrying him off, is 100.
100 what?
Huh?
100 what?
Pounds?
I'm sorry, Eagle. You keep cutting out. All I hear is 100.
120 pounds.
Oh no, he weighs more than that. What are these rolls that are happening?
There are other
Oh, those are my
things
attack
that I can lift. Things that are heavier, but that's different than actually carrying them off.
You can
Okay,
just lift it up really high and then drop him.
Okay, so Baldwin, you Trillin releases you, and you somersault down to the ground, and you land next to Brock in front of the other hobgoblin, and you throw a kick out at him, but it misses, and then you recover and you do yeah, and you just punctify him in the stomach for 17 damage.
Yep.
What do you want to do, Trillin?
Well, since I can't fly off of them, I'm just gonna launch spear first at the.
You're gonna attack with your spear at who now?
The head goblin.
The boss goblin. Okay. All right. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Okay, let me.
Okay, 22 damage. Okay, so Trillin flies in towards the boss goblin with her spear extended in front of her, and she lands a spear right in his chest. And he doesn't even see her coming. He yells out in pain and says and yells to his goblins, "There are more of them!" What else do you want to do, Trillin?
I'm gonna follow that up with a kick as I'm continue.
You're gonna kick him?
Yep, that'd be a bonus martial.
All right.
Ooh. From natural 20 to 1.
That seems to be how I'm rolling tonight. Part of why I'm behaving so headlong rush is because of the starting nat 1 for stealth.
Okay, unfortunately something bad happens. You fly down, you successfully spear the crud out of this guy with your spear, and then you lash out with one of your talons to kick him, but you lose your balance and you fall prone in front of him.
That's not.
This is going to be the second time I get hit.
So, okay, that brings us round to Cassadius. It's your turn.
Alright, I am gonna cast Thunder Wave, which means all 4 of them need to make a Constitution saving throw and beat a 14. Get a 14 or higher.
Okay, one of them succeeds, one of them fails very badly.
Okay, so the guy who succeeded is going to take half damage, and the rest of them are going to take full damage and get pushed 10 feet away from me. So damage is... Okay, so the 3 that failed take 11 damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me, and the one who succeeded takes 5 damage and is not pushed away from me. So I kind of like clap my hands together and like a sound wave comes out and blasts them away from me.
All right. I'll
And
let
then-
that stand.
Alright, and then my cannon is going to shoot at the one that did not get pushed away from me. And it rolled an 8, so that's just terrible.
Okay, well, unfortunately that won't hit.
Darn. Because then I could have ran away, and it would have been awesome.
Okay, so you were surrounded by 4, and then you blast 3 of them away from you.
Yes.
But the fourth one remains nearby, and you target it with your turret, but your turret misses it. Okay, Brock, it's your turn. We're back at the top of the order.
I will attack the nearest one to me.
Good enough.
Plus 7.
Okay, now you brained this one goblin, and then he just got splattered from every direction, and he's now dead. And you turn your attention to this other one that you and Baldwin are now beating up on. Baldwin punches him in the stomach a bunch of times, and he's doubled over. And while he's kind of doubled over, you crack him on top of the head with your mace. What else?
That's it for me.
Okay, Kira, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna come back out from my hiding spot so that I'm a little bit, so I can see. And then I'm going to attempt to cast Crown of Madness on the bad guy, on the big boss. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's an interesting, interesting choice.
Ooh, he rolled a 5.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's very bad for him and his friends.
One humanoid of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration, which the duration is up to a minute. It's a concentration spell. While a target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head and madness glows in its eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature, or none are within its reach. On subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control of the target or the spell ends. Also, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a success, the spell ends. So, with that in mind, everybody will see that the goblin, as it's bearing down on Trillin, instead his eyes kind of poof out and glow with like a purple smoke, opaque smoke that pulls out. At the same time, his head, a crown of iron, also appears on top of his head and also pools out with purple smoke. And instead of coming down on Trillin, I tell it to attack the nearest one of its minions and just obliterate it on its turn. And that is what I do with my action. And then, so I can't do anything else, I go back to my hiding spot and maintain concentration on the spell.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're just going to kill each other, pretty much.
Yeah.
I got the spell last level up, and I've been super stoked to use it.
I have not made this encounter challenging enough, clearly.
It's entertaining, though. It's fun. I'm enjoying this greatly.
Okay, Alphonse, it's your turn. I'm just making some adjustments on the fly.
Oh, they have a cave troll.
It's not fudging. I just adjust the encounter on the fly.
They have a cave troll.
To be fair, you rolled 4 nat 20s, John. 4 nat 20s on attack rolls.
Yeah, there's that too. In that case, since I'm surrounded by like 3 idiots who are probably going to kill themselves before they kill me, I'm going to go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike on myself and use a bonus action to do that. I'm going to then use my movement to get about 30 feet away from them, and I'm going to shoot one of them.
30 feet away in which direction?
Since there are 3, I'm assuming grid-like surrounding, one on my left and right, and one in front, just 30 feet back on the opposite, just opposite from the where the gap is, where the idiot was killed by his.
In the direction of the one that died?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be to the west.
Okay, I'm gonna go 30 feet that way, turn around and shoot an arrow at one.
Okay.
At the one on the one of the ones that was trying to hit me. Because why not?
Okay.
That will be a 16 plus 7, so like 20 something. 23.
Okay, that'll hit.
Okay, and it will do. The arrow will do 6 damage.
Alright, so adding insult to injury, you flee from the goblins, and then you turn and you target the goblin who has just struck down his ally, and you fire an arrow at him. And he's looking down in horror at what he's just done, and then an arrow thunk, sticks right in his gut. And he goes, "Ow!
You can't touch this!"
What else?
That's it. They don't get any attacks of opportunity, so I can move freely.
Nora.
Okay. Don't like the way she built this character. I was gonna have her use some melee. She's a cleric that doesn't have melee. Literally, her other weapon is a boomerang. So I'm like, this limits my options. But okay. Okay. So is Nora being attacked by anybody, or is it just it's Alfonso and
The only people threatened right now are Brock and Baldwin, Cassadius, and Alphonse. Oh, and Trillin. But
Okay.
Kira and Nora are relatively unthreatened near the edge of the forest.
Okay. Nora is going to attack one of the goblins attacking Alfonso, and she is going to try and cast Guiding. Well, does she have a cantrip? Hold on.
Yeah, she has Sacred Flame.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna do. I don't want to use all her spells. We're gonna use Sacred Flame on him. So he needs to make a Dex save of 12.
Got a 4!
Okay.
These goblins are so bad.
This is one of the ones that's been attacking Alphonse? You
Yes.
said? Okay.
Yes. Because I want the boss to do his own work. So that's gonna be 5 points of damage.
Is this the same one that Alphonse just shot, or one of the other two?
It's the same one he shot.
Okay.
As flame-like radiance descends upon him, so he she puts her hands out, and literally holy flame just comes down from heaven and smites him.
Hallowed are the Ori.
Okay, so he's dead.
Well, if he dies, then can he explode in holy flame as it hits
Yes.
him?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I insist that he does that.
He explodes in holy flame in front of Alfonso.
It's Alphonse. There's no O.
Whatever.
How
Alphonse.
dare you?
Okay, it's a French name. It's weird. I should know.
There's fresh little globs of holy gibbets all over the clearing now.
All glowing with a slightly white radiance.
Is she done?
Yeah, she's still prone. So she's just basically crouched down and casting spells.
Okay, it's the monster's turn. So, the boss goblin is enraged by what he's just seen, and he yells out to his troops, "You idiots! Kill the intruders, not each other!" And
Wait
then
a
before he
minute.
can finish the
Sound of
sentence,
madness. Sound of madness.
yes,
he's
I'm
insane, killing his own men.
yes, I'm getting to that. Thank you. Before he can finish the sentence, Kira's spell takes hold of him, and the things that she said happens. So he's going to go first. What does he have to do?
He has to attack. I told him to attack one of the minions next to Brock. So he has to attack one of his minions.
You mean next to Trillin? The ones that are close next to him?
Whoever's closest to him, he's got to kill.
He's got one on either side of him. He's flanked by 2 bodyguards. The other 2 are in front of him fighting.
He attacks his right hand.
Okay. So he just makes a regular attack?
Yes.
Okay, he swings his sword. Does he say anything or do anything, or does he just kind of mindlessly, like an automaton, robotically?
I mean, it's called Crown of Madness, so I would assume he's insane now.
Okay, he's laughing. He's laughing mad, like Joker madness.
Yes.
like a high-pitched, insane laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And he swings his sword wildly at the hobgoblin on his right, but he misses.
Okay. He can attempt a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of his turns.
To break the charm effect.
Okay, he got a 13 for wisdom.
Nope.
No good? Okay. Let's see. What does that guy do? Okay, so the hobgoblin that's just been attacked by the boss takes a step away from him, not really sure what's happening. I didn't know if he's being punished, if the boss goblin is just taking out his frustration at the ineffectiveness of this attack against these intruders on him, and he's just giving him a wide berth because this is one of his outbursts again. And then he kind of looks at the other bodyguard, and the other bodyguard does likewise. They both just kind of move one space away from him, but don't do anything just yet.
I saved Trillin! Yay!
The third hobgoblin, the wounded one that's still up, that's facing
Very
Brock.
disturbing way that you saved me, but
I'm a warlock. It wouldn't be any other way.
The wounded one that's facing Brock and Baldwin. He swings his sword at Brock. And he misses. And then, okay, the other 3 goblins, the ones. Okay, so Casades, you knocked down 3 of them, right? They're prone. Or do they just push them away?
They just get pushed away. They're not prone, so they can run back up to me if they want to.
Okay, so yeah, they do like the Scooby-Doo, like run in place for a minute, and then they all come back at you with their swords, and you take another 4 attacks from those goblins.
Oh my goodness! Really? That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 of those will hit. I can't even stop that with shield. My shield's not strong enough to stop those. So.
This gonna be.
Okay. How does that 0 work? Do they do a minimum of 1 damage, or can they literally do 0 damage on a hit?
Pretty sure they can do 0.
You can do 0
Can they?
damage. Uh-huh.
Okay. So you take 9 damage total from those 4 attacks.
Alright, this is fine, guy. I'm fine. I just can't do Hellish Rebuke again, which is a bummer, but you know.
That's what happens when you don't take care of your blades, goblins.
You gotta sharpen those boys.
And then there's 2 more that. The other 2 that were targeting Alphonse, he just slipped past them, and they don't really understand how he got away from them. But they chase after him. What's your movement speed, Alphonse?
I only went 30 feet away.
Okay, so they can catch you on 1 turn and attack you again.
Yeah, they can try. That's a miss. That's a miss.
Okay, alright, so they both are confused by your Zephyr Strike ability to move like the wind, like a ghost, almost as if. And they chase after you, and they kind of hesitantly swing their swords at you, and are not able to land a blow on you. And that is the monster's turn. Now it's Baldwin. You're up.
So the one I was attacking last turn is still alive and fighting, or not?
Yes, he is. The one that's wounded. Yeah, he's still alive and fighting. He
Okay.
just tried to attack Brock with his sword, but he
Okay,
missed.
so I will attack him.
Okay,
22
that's good.
for 7 damage, and I will use my bonus action to make another attack. 18 and 9 more damage.
Okay. So 7 damage and 9 damage. 16. Okay, you've defeated him. How do you deal with that guy?
Well, I guess if he's turned and he's facing Brock, I'll just like knock him out in the back of the skull, so he just crumbles to the ground.
Okay. What else do you want to do?
Freeze in place.
Yeah. So there, I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'll just stay here. No point in moving next to the bad guys so that they can hit me more.
Okay. Trillin, it's your turn. You are prone on the ground in front of the boss goblin who is wildly swinging his sword at one of his bodyguards.
And cackling.
And laughing like a maniac.
Yeah, I want to get away from that. I'm scrambling.
Okay, so it's what, half your movement speed to get up, or can you just like fly up from the ground, or how's your movement work?
I'm not really sure how it works with prone.
Prone is half movement speed, yeah.
Yeah, prone is
Usually.
half to get up, and then half.
I think there's a thing, a feat or a skill that you can do a third of your movement or whatever, but I think typically it's half. So you want to use half your movement speed to stand?
Eagle?
Eagle?
It's Redvine's time.
Yeah, I want to use the. Yeah, I want to get up, and
I think. What's your movement speed? Is it 30?
I think. Yeah,
She's
to
a monk,
check
so
what
it's
my-
probably 40.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Then you have. Well, does it take 20 movement speed to get up instead of 15? Then
Yep.
that doesn't make sense.
My walking speed is. Yes, because mobile. And
Monks have a thing to stand up with less feet, but I don't think that's till a later level.
yeah, I don't think I have that.
I was looking at the monks in the level 20. They have literally everything.
They're fun.
Immune to disease and poison, no aging,
And they can speak, and everyone can understand them.
advantage on every saving throw. Or no, proficient, not advantage.
They're awesome dudes.
They're broken absurdities.
Just like my Discord.
Uh-huh.
It's currently spazzing out, so I'm sure it's gonna break.
Oh, you're just frozen. You're just
Yeah,
frozen
you're
to
just
us.
frozen.
The whole screen is black, so. But if I click on it, then my camera will stop working when it finally comes back. So.
Eagle, what do you want to do?
Well, yeah. I scrambled to my feet and then launched back into the air and away from.
Okay, are you going to make an attack this round?
I think I might want to switch to my bow.
All right.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot from a distance. And okay, who's being attacked by whom?
Okay. So 2 of the hobgoblins are down. Baldwin just knocked the second one out. The other 2 hobgoblin bodyguards are flanking their boss goblin, but they've begun to be concerned about his erratic behavior, so they've moved 1 space away from him. The boss goblin he just attacked one of them. 4 goblins are attacking Cassadius, although not very effectively, and then 2 other goblins are attacking Alphonse, also not very effectively. Is that clear?
Okay, I'm trying to
Have-
figure out what.
Have I described that well enough?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Um, I'm gonna attack the hobgoblin at the boss. Gonna shoot.
Okay.
And I'll
With
use
your
my-
bow?
Yeah. And can I still use my king-size shot? Still have-
You tell me.
Unless the getting up or anything used something like that.
It's your character. I don't know. I don't have that thing. I'm open hand. Let's say you can. Nine. That is not sufficient to hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's sad.
Okay, so you fire, you take off into the air and you fire an arrow at one of these very concerned hobgoblins, but you miss, and your arrow just sinks into the dirt next to his feet.
I guess I'm a bit too shaken up by that.
Okay, what else?
That's it, I guess. I'm flying.
Okay.
That's
Okay, Cassadius, your turn.
Well, there's only 2 hobgoblins and boss guy left, and boss guy's distracted. I could do something with him, but I have a more pressing matter, known as the 4 goblins who never learn. So I'm gonna do Thunderwave again, so they gotta make a Constitution saving throw, 14 or higher.
What did they have, a +0?
I think so.
Yeah, they had a +0. Okay, 2 of them presumably succeed. Maybe 2 fail? But the 10 is a fail?
Yeah, 10's a fail.
Okay, 2 succeed and 2 fail.
Okay, so 2 of them. Oh, that's a really terrible damage roll. 2 of them take 4 damage, and 2 of them take 2 damage. The 2 that it hits, they get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action with my cannon to maybe actually hit something this time. One of the ones that's next to me.
Hopefully.
Gotta hit. Yes, 19. Yes.
Okay.
And oh, now I roll really. Okay, there's 15 damage to that one.
Devastating.
And he gets pushed back 5 feet.
Okay, so one of them is dead. You successfully killed the one that Nora zapped earlier. That guy's down. And the other 3 have taken significant more damage. One of them is near death. The other 2 are not looking so hot, but they're still in the fight.
Cool.
What else?
One of them is still standing next to me, right?
One of them is. One is fallen down dead. The other 2 have been pushed away.
take an attack of opportunity, so I will not move. I will stay there. So that's all I got.
Okay, Brock, it is your turn.
Time to beat one of them down again. I'm gonna use lucky. I need to beat someone down again.
All right. Oh no.
And I'll save it just in case.
You're gonna let that one stand?
Yeah. 'Cause you never know. You want to save the last one just in case, something goes really horribly wrong and you need. So, yep, I'm just gonna leave that D.
Okay, roll damage. You take half damage. You hit yourself in the foot and you take half damage with your mace.
I'll take the better of those two, so I get the 2.
What? Is that how that works? Really?
Yeah, with the lucky feet, that's how it works. I get to choose.
Okay, well then never mind. You simply miss. Is that it? Are you done? Anything else?
Yep, that is it.
Kira, it is your turn.
Okay. I maintain concentration on my Crown of Madness and order him to continue attacking the same goblin he was before. And then, how is everybody's HP looking? Anybody need help?
I should be okay.
No.
They've done 15 damage to me in 2 turns. I have 20 hit points left. And there's 1 less of them, so I should be fine.
Okay.
I have 38 out of 49 hit points because they've not hit me since last session.
I mean, I feel like I'm probably the most damaged out of everybody, but I'm okay still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alphonse is doing okay. He's 26 of 28, so it's like...
Okay, you've taken 15 points of damage, though,
Mm-hmm.
Cassadius. Then I'm gonna spend one of my healing light die and give you 6 hit points.
Nice.
And that's it.
That's your end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, make a perception check, please.
Okay. This is what I get. Woohoo!
Okay. In the woods behind you, you hear rustling and grumbling and hurried sounds of haste. And you turn and you see 7 more goblins approaching from behind out of the woods. They'll be here next turn.
I haven't moved, have I? Right? I haven't moved yet?
No, you're still at the edge of the woods.
Can I climb the tree I'm hiding behind?
Sure, you can climb the tree.
I'm gonna climb the tree!
What is that, a strength check?
Climb?
Climbing.
Athletics.
Is there climbing?
Should be...
Yeah, I think it's athletics would be climbing.
Yeah, it says, yep, athletics.
Alright, make an athletics check.
Unless you're a monk, in which case you can
Roll.
make it acrobatics, because... Stupid.
Roll me a 10, athletics.
Oh, a 10? Sorry.
No, not a D10. I'm giving you the
I'm
the
confused.
target number.
Okay. It's a 4.
Is you don't have a plus to your...
I have a 0 to my athletics. I am a spellcaster, and that is it.
You didn't climb a lot of trees as a youth. You were mostly in the books.
There was no trees where I grew up. Remember, I grew up in the 9 hells. There are no trees there.
That's
I am no tree.
probably why you didn't climb a lot of them. So
I am a rock.
you grab the highest branch that you can reach, and you try to swing your leg up, but you can't seem to.
My robe got away.
You look rather pathetic and hilarious, but you can't climb the tree.
I'm just like, I don't really know how this works. I've just seen people do it before.
Okay, Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that's all I can do.
All right. So not going to warn the rest of the party. Great. Alphonse, it's your turn.
Okay.
I forgot! I'm the tree!
I'm going to go ahead and move 30 feet away from these guys again because Zephyr Strike is still active. They can't hit me with an attack of opportunity. This time I'm going to use Planar Warrior on that, so I get more damage. And I'm going to shoot one of them.
What's your plus on that?
That's a plus
Is
7.
it 7?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll hit. That's good enough. You're still fighting the 2 that were initially attacking you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, 12. There you see 12.
9 damage.
Okay.
Just dashing back and forth at 30 feet, just letting them, try to take melee swings at me. It's like, you can't touch this.
The old kiting move. All right, so you're kiting these goblins around the shop. And they chase you and they miss you, and you run away and you shoot them with an arrow.
Yep.
All right. Nora, it's Nora's turn.
Right. Okay. I forgot it was her turn.
I need a perception check out of her too when you get around to it.
She sees
It's,
nothing.
I think I am just, my perception is just transfers to anything I play. I just always suck at it. But she does have a +4, so that's a 7.
Actually, she needed an 8. That wasn't that hard of a challenge to see. I just needed an 8. Because they're running, they're moving, they're making a lot of noise, so they're not hard to notice. But she doesn't.
Nope.
She's too busy crouching and looking for something to zap, and wondering what in the world you're doing. Anyway, it's her turn. What is she gonna zap this time?
Why doesn't she use this spell? Okay, she has this spell called Word of Radiance. You utter a divine word and a burning radiance erupts around you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must
Yeah, but the
succeed.
range is 5 feet.
But she's like surrounded by goblins now, isn't she?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, she's approximately her movement speed away from all the goblins.
Oh. Well, she gonna move up in the middle of them.
You're talking about the ones coming from behind?
She didn't see
No, the ones that are attacking the boss, all the ones attacking, they're all kind of like in a group together attacking her party, isn't there?
Yes, but they're not in range of her. They're about her movement speed away from her.
Can she get up to him?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get up to him so that she's within 5 feet of like most of them, or all of them would be desirable.
She can get within 5 feet of either the 2 attacking Alphons or the 3 attacking Cassadius, but not both.
Three attacking Cassadius.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll
They
move
all-
up near Cassadius.
They all need to make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution. Okay. We got 119.
Yeah, they only need to beat a 12, so only
One
one of them. That blows, but she tried.
Wait, so she's a spellcasting cleric that has a +3 modifier to her spellcasting ability?
Honestly, Charity shouldn't be playing spellcaster. She's better at playing like warriors, but she likes spells, so whatevs. One of them takes 5 damage. Radiant
And she has a
damage
-1 to her strength and her dexterity.
as a cleric.
And her charisma.
Okay, that's another one down. How does she do that guy in?
So Word of Radiance is she basically is like, have you heard of our Lord and Savior? And those words burn him up.
Have you been washed in the blood?
He is now being washed in radiant fire, and it melts him into ash.
She went Southern Baptist on them.
Have you been?
You see that rattlesnake? You will not be harmed.
I didn't say she went insane on them. That's unbiblical retardedness. Sorry if any of our viewers are snake shakers. But you need to get back in that word again and have a second look. Anyway, so he gets bit on the hand by a rattlesnake because he didn't believe hard enough and he dies.
Yes.
That brings us around to the monster's turn.
What happened?
Boss Goblin's up first. Is he going to still attack his man?
Yeah. That's what I told him to do.
He has to make that attack before he does the
Saving
Wisdomy Majuber saving throw? Okay.
Saving throw has to be at the end of his turn when he's done everything else.
Okay. Yeah, end of his turn. That's right. You said that. Okay, so he'll move again at the Hobgoblin, laughing like a maniac, and swing his sword again at the Hobgoblin, and this time he'll hit him.
Grand Menace, man. It's no joke spell.
If you can get a good character possessed by it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he does good damage. He does 11 damage to his Hobgoblin Lieutenant. And the guy, for his turn, turns and growls at him. And then he looks worriedly at the other Hobgoblin. And they begin to realize that something is wrong. And they start looking for the cause of it. But while they're doing that, they move away from the boss goblin and they move towards Brock and Baldwin. And the one that's just been hit will attack Brock and the other one will attack Baldwin. That's against Brock.
Ouch.
Oh, and that's against Baldwin.
No. That hit.
Which one's against me?
The 6.
The 6.
Okay, so he does 7 damage to you, Baldwin,
Okay.
with his two-handed sword. That's the one that's attacking you, Baldwin, is the one that's attacking Brock is the one that just got hit by his boss goblin man. The other one that's attacking you, he's healthy and fresh. Okay. And now the two remaining goblins, one attacks Casadius, the other one moves up towards him and attacks him. So you take 2 attacks this time, Casadius. Okay, one of those hits, one misses.
Yep.
Okay, for 4 damage. And then the 2 that have been attacking Alphonse, they continue to kite around with him. They chase up to him, and they try to hit him again.
And they'll hit. Because that's the way it goes. That one.
Okay, one of them hits
Yeah, one hits.
for 5 damage.
It's not good. You hit me. Finally.
And lastly, the 7 goblins coming out of the woods show up, and surround Kira and Nora.
Shoot.
Oh, hello there.
Okay, 4 are gonna attack Kira, and 3 are gonna attack Nora. These first 4 are against Kira.
E. Yeah, those are all hit.
Sorry.
She said nothing about it, so nobody knows.
I forgot. I panicked and tried to climb a tree.
Okay, they do 11 damage to you.
Okay. Hold on. Because this is stuff. Okay, 11, and then I need to roll above 11 damage. In order to maintain concentration. Yeah. Other spellcasters.
Other spellcasters? No. You got hit with 4 attacks. You need to roll 4 Constitution saving throws, each of them above 10.
Yeah, it's 10. It's half damage taken or 10, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That one's
Success. What do I add?
Constitution. Is your saving throw. So if you have any proficiencies in Constitution for your saving throw, you get to add that.
Nope. 8.
Okay,
That's
so
failure.
It's a fail.
So Crown of Madness ends, unfortunately.
Oh no.
However, I am, as a reaction, a Hellish Rebuke on one of them.
Okay, you rolled 2 rolls. What are they?
Well, they were to, so in order to maintain Crown of Madness, I have to maintain concentration while being attacked. I had to roll above a 10. Didn't do that in the second roll, so Crown of Madness now ends. He's no longer insane.
Your boss goblin is no longer insane. He can now act on his own. He doesn't.
But you rolled a 20.
Yeah, she got hit 4 times. She has to make a roll for each attack. Each time she gets hit, she has to roll to maintain concentration.
I see. Okay. I got it. Okay.
Okay. Now, I also have Hellish Rebuke, and I'm going to use it on whichever one. I don't know. Just pick one. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke on one of them.
Probably the one.
What does that do?
Nat 20.
It's a reaction spell. I point a finger at the creature. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
She got hurt. She's yelling
6.
back.
Okay, it fails. I use my Hellish Rebuke.
3d10 damage.
Yeah. So, 11 damage, and he is surrounded in hellish flames, which is basically like green fire.
Green. Okay.
Green. Mm-hmm.
All right. So he hops around from leg to leg, shrieking on fire.
Yeah. Basically, it's just like he attacked me, and I just point my finger at one of them and like set him on fire as I'm like trying to escape.
He is suitably rebuked. Okay, and then
Very
the
much
other.
regrets his decisions.
Then the other 3 will attack Nora.
Okay.
I think one of those hits.
Her armor class is 11.
Okay.
Her
And
armor
it
class
does
is
0 damage.
Okay, she's fine.
She's just fine. Baldwin, it's your turn.
Okay, I will attack the hobgoblin that is attacking. Or
Oh,
no, no.
also, the rest of you have now noticed that 7 new goblins have now joined the party. Now they're in the fight, and you can all see them.
Okay. So I will attack the guy attacking me. 10. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
No.
And I'll use my bonus action to make another hit. Dang it. Oh wait, no, I'm a hobbit. I love being a hobbit. Being a hobbit is the best.
It is the best. I think Hobbit Monk might be the worst thing to play. It's just simply broken. I
You
love
make
it.
so many attacks as a monk, and then like, oh wait, you get to reroll
I rolled a nat
all in
one. Bloop. Nope.
Yeah, it's the best. What else?
That 11 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Okay, well I guess that's all I can do.
All right. Then it is Trillin's turn. Eagle, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I think I'm gonna switch to my spear, drop down amongst the goblins that have arrived and are attacking the spellcasters over there, and try and fend them off.
All right.
And I think this might be time for key point flurry.
Flurry of blows.
Go with all this? These are your attack rolls?
Yeah, I think she said she was using flurry of blows.
Oh, okay. All right. The last one will hit. And you're attacking now. You're attacking the new arrivals.
Yeah.
Okay. There's two groups. One is surrounding Kira. The other's trying to surround Nora. Which group
But
are you
I'm
attacking?
right by Nora, so probably go for the ones by Kira.
Is that right, Trillin? You're going to attack the ones that are attacking Kira?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a damage roll. Did you hear me, Eagle? Okay, there we go. Alright, and you said that was a spear attack? Flurry of blows with your spear?
Yeah, well, flurry of blows. I attack once with my spear and then twice with.
Ah, okay. So you come down, do you land on the ground, or are you like flying in midair above them?
Well, I landed to try and fend them off.
Okay, so you come screaming out of the sky and you crash down onto the ground next to Kira, and you attempt to stab one of the goblins that's attacking her, but you miss, and then you kick out with your talons, and one of your blows lands and deals 4 damage, and you kick one of the goblins in the back.
Any chance I can make it intimidation?
Sure. Let me see. Roll. What are you trying to do exactly with an intimidation?
Trying to look scary, angry.
Trying to look scary and angry. Okay. Roll me a 15.
Trying
Intimidation.
trying to roll the dice.
All right, he is intimidated. So, the goblin that you just kicked in the back, he turns around to see who's just kicked him, and there's this giant bird karate lady towering above him, and he gasps in fear and drops his sword on the ground. What else?
Well, I was trying to make it kind of general for the whole crew bias, but
You're trying to make him what?
I was trying to get the whole crowd over here. So you had them to back off the smoke.
So you're trying to frighten away all of them?
At least make them back off for a moment until help can arrive or something.
All right. Well, that's going to be more than a 15. You can try again next turn. Do you want to do anything else this turn? Okay. Cassadius, your turn.
Just how wide is the cave mouth?
I'm going to say it's 2 spaces wide.
Cool.
Two people can stand in the mouth.
Can
of the
I
cave.
get there without provoke? If I disengage from the 2 that are fighting me, can I get there without getting attacked by anybody else?
Not in one turn, you can't. It would take you just over 1 turn. It would take you like 1 movement speed and a half to sort of skirt around the group to get to the entrance of the cave.
Well, the withdraw action gives you half movement speed, and then I could. If I use my action, to move more? Can I get there?
Say that again. What is it?
When you use the withdraw action to get out of melee combat, you get to move half your movement speed. When you do that,
No, it just says disengage. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. It doesn't say you get to move half your speed.
I thought it. I
I'm
thought it
thinking
was.
of Fantasy
Oh.
Age.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, I guess I'll start running towards the. I'll disengage and run, and start saying like, so we can choke them off. Like everybody gets to the cave, we can not get surrounded and choke them off. And hopefully like Brock and Baldwin can kind of get there this turn, and then we can set up a defensive sort of thing to let our allies in and keep everybody else out, or at least flank everybody to try and go for the cave or something. That's my plan. And then I'll use my bonus action.
You're trying to go inside the cave?
Yeah, to create like a funnel. Well, to create like a funnel point because we're getting surrounded by a bunch of bad guys.
Okay.
I don't know, because there's just a lot of enemies. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action, which I still have, to use my cannon to attack one of the ones that was near me when I started out. That had taken my my damage before. And I roll 19.
Good enough.
And that's 11 damage.
Okay. That one is dead. There's only one left. How do you kill this one? What happens to him?
Well, it's just kind of like a force projectile, so probably just hits him in the chest and he just crumples dead from internal damage.
Okay. He dies of a broken heart.
Basically.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Yeah, I'm just shouting for everyone to make it to the cave, I guess.
Brock Lucky.
So there's no one left to attack near me.
Yeah, the one of the hobgoblin bodyguards is still in front of you. Is this hard to follow without a map, you guys?
Not particularly.
I've got
I
it.
just got distracted for a second. So I'm just gonna keep wailing on people.
Okay, so you're gonna attack the hobgoblin, the bodyguard?
Yep.
Alright. That'll hit.
Yep, I figured. One second, I have to reload the page because there's a pop-up of a roll from something else covering the thing, so I can't click on it. 11.
Okay. You land another good solid hit on this guy and gash his forearm with one of the. Does your mace have like little blades on it, or is it totally blunt?
Just all blunt.
Okay, then you smash his arm and leave a big old bruise on it. What else?
Fractured his forearm. And that's it.
Okay, Kira, you're up again. You are surrounded by goblos.
So you'd say I'm within 5 feet of all of them?
Yep.
I will use my Word of Radiance, so they all need to make a 12 Constitution save. Dang it.
2 of them do, 2 of them do not.
Okie dokie.
Ouch.
They take 1 point of damage. And I'm gonna use one of my healing lights on myself. Cool. I heal for 2 points of HP. That's my bonus action. My action, I have a movement action left, but I can't move without taking an attack of opportunity. So I guess I'm stuck there.
Okay, so 2 of them take 1 damage and 2 of them take no damage?
Yep.
Okay. Anything? That's it?
Yep.
Alphonse, your turn.
Okay, I will again disengage. Well, move away from these 2 fools who are trying to chase me around, and I'm actually this time I'm going to move farther than 30 feet, so that they can, so that they have to chase me basically, and I'm going to move farther than 30 feet away from them. Close enough to where I'm within 30 feet of whatever of the creatures that are attacking Kira.
How do you move farther than 30 feet?
Zephyr Strike gives me 30 extra feet.
It doubles your speed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm staying within 30 feet so I can activate my Planar Warrior ability. But Zephyr Strike runs along with it since it's an ability, a class ability, and not a spell.
Okay, you've been moving to the west this whole time, so you've actually been moving away from Kira and Nora. So you'll have to basically go back the way you've been going.
Okay.
So if you move 30 feet, you'll be right next to them, and if you move another 30 feet, you'll be 30 feet away from them. So you can't. You want to move more than 30 feet away from the goblins, but be near Kira. You can't do that from where you're at now.
Okay. In that case, I'll just go to where I'm 30 feet of Kira and start helping her. I'm going to start attacking the goblins that are surrounding her. This is what I'm going for.
Okay, so but describe to me where exactly you're moving.
Towards Kira.
The full 60 double movement speed?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will still leave you.
Or as
Sorry,
close,
go ahead.
Or as close to her as I can.
From where you're at right now, you can get. I'm going to say you can get within half movement speed of where Kira is now, with double your movement speed. So she's 75 feet away from you right now.
Okay, so she would be 75 feet. Okay.
So you can get within 15 feet of her.
Oh, I can get within 15 feet of her? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's perfect.
But you'll so it'll be she'll be 15 feet one way, and the goblins that are fighting you will be 30 feet the other direction. You'll basically move past them towards her. You follow? See, the goblins are in between you and Kira right now.
Yeah, they've been fighting me in melee.
Right. So you'll have to move back towards them, past them, to get to within 15 feet of Kira. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to shoot one of the ones attacking Kira. Probably one of the ones that got hit. Not that it's going to do much, but still try to help her out.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Planar Walker since I'm within 30 feet of them. $13 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
That one will take 10 damage.
Okay, so you shoot one of the goblins, you sink an arrow into him, and he is not dead yet, but he is in rough shape.
Don't worry, Kira. Help is on the way.
Is that it?
Yep, that's all I got.
Nora?
Okay. Nora is by Castadius, and they're attacking the same ones, right?
Well, I started running towards the cave, so...
Oh, that's right. Oh, perfect. Okay.
So you can do whatever AoE murder you want to do to them.
Yeah, I wanted to do Burning Hands at first level. So each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. So she'll position herself to get all the goblins into a cone, and then do Flaming Hands on them.
Okay, so... Alright, so what she's going to do is... She's going to move towards the cave as well, because the three are positioned east, west, and south of her.
Okay.
So she's going to move north, which is towards the cave entrance. Does that provoke any attack of opportunity moving away from them like that? Or does she have to do a...
No, only if she gets without... past their attack range. So if she moves out of their range of attack, but if she stays within their range of attack, then she doesn't need to. But
They're
if
melee, so it's like if she goes anywhere and that's not right next to them, then the answer is yes, John.
Okay, so how if she's going to move away from them, how is she going to get all three of them in a cone?
So, like, okay, wait.
They're on her left, on her right, and in front of her. She's got to move away from them to encompass all of them in a cone in front of her.
Can she not take, like, a step back to get all of them?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, does that provoke an attack of opportunity if she does that?
It would one of them. It would provoke attack of opportunity from one of them. The one
Okay,
that was right in front of her.
So you want to take one step back and provoke an attack of opportunity from the one directly in front of her, and then cast the Burning Hands thing. Okay. So is that the right order that it goes in? The attack of opportunity is first?
Yes.
And that's just a regular attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's got a 14.
I'll hit.
For 1 damage.
Okay.
Okay, now all three of them are in a cone. She can attack.
Okay, they all need to make a dex saving throw.
What? 12 still?
Yes.
Okay, one success, one failure, one critical failure.
Okay, the success only takes half damage. So it's 14 damage. And any flammable objects in the area that are not being worn or carried are also set aflame. So, like, the grass is on fire now.
Well, there's very little grass on the dirt. It's pretty in the clearing. It's pretty well trodden. It's mostly just dirt. Maybe the odd weeds sticking up here and there, but there's little spurts of fire on the ground
Okay,
around them.
that's cool. Yes. Okay.
What else?
She doesn't really have any bonus actions, so that's her turn.
Monsters. Boss Goblin. Kira, does your spell, when it wears off like that, do the people who have been affected by it realize that they've been affected by the spell? How's that work exactly?
It doesn't say, but I mean, most charm spells usually.
If he doesn't specifically say, then he's probably just confused.
Yeah, he doesn't specifically say. So I'd imagine he's just like, it's like he blacked out for a couple of seconds.
Okay. The boss goblin shakes his head, his eyes go back to normal, and he looks confused, but he doesn't know how to deal with confusion as an emotion, so he immediately turns to anger and fury and rage, because he's not an emotionally mature person. So he screams.
Like all goblins.
Yes, he screams, and he sees Cassadius moving towards him. So he's going to run at Cassadius, and he's going to swing his sword at him. And he's going to reiterate his command to all his goblins to kill these intruders.
It'd be really funny if you had another use of that spell.
Okay, and he rolls a 7.
Nope,
So he
that's
misses Cassadius. Okay, the 2 hobgoblin bodyguards are left. They're still attacking Brock and Baldwin. That's against Brock. And that's against Baldwin. Those are both misses, I presume?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they're confused and frightened by their boss's anger, and their composure is shaken slightly, and they swing their swords at you two, but the blows do not connect. Okay, the one that was attacking Cassadius, he sees that you've left and that his boss is dealing with you now, so he turns and he attacks Nora, along with the other 3 that are there. Okay, 2 of them hit, 2 of them miss. Okay, so she takes 2 damage from those 4 goblin attacks. Alphonse, the 2 that you've been kiting around, they are able to catch up with you this turn and make 2 attacks on you.
Okay.
Does that 19 hit?
The 19 does hit, yes.
Okay.
I only have a 14 on AC.
Okay, so they do 7 damage to you with their rusty garbo short swords.
Zephyr Strike is gone. Okay.
Okay. And then the last 4 that are surrounding Kira, they attack her.
Yeah.
Wait, did one of them?
How you doing there?
Didn't one of them not have it?
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Yes, you're right. One of them. So what is that? An action to pick up his sword?
Bonus action, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was bonus action. Let me.
Really? It costs nothing to just pick up your sword and attack in a round?
I mean, yeah, bonus
Probably,
action.
I feel like if you go to pick up something when you're next to people, that provokes attack of opportunity, though.
If I would have known that, I would have made Trillin's intimidation thing do something useful. I thought that would be good.
I think it can. I think it might have provoked attacks of opportunity if you go to pick something up next to
You
people.
can let me attack it. Yeah, I'm all for
And
that.
Trillin too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So he will the guy. So he'll bend over to. So all the attack rolls still stand though.
Yeah, but the attacks of opportunity would hit that guy before he got his attack.
Right. Okay. Fine. So we'll deal with that first, then we'll come back to the attacks. So the three of them attack you, and then the fourth one bends over to pick his sword up, and when he does that, Trillin and Kira get attacks of opportunity against that one.
Okay.
That sounds good. I like that.
I draw my sickle from my side and slash at his face.
You have a sickle?
I have a sickle.
All right.
All the sacrifices.
I'm not that kind of warlock.
It's for the
That'll hit.
deceptions, actually.
It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's just I saw you could get a sickle, so of course I picked the sickle. I just give him a little cut across the face.
Okay, and Trillin? That'll hit. Good enough, he's dead. That'll teach him to try to recover his garbage weapon. Okay, how do you take care of that guy, Trillin? It's 10:30.
I mean,
Okay, you hit him with your spear and he dies.
yeah. How about I smack him with the butt of the spear?
There you go. Knock him unconscious. Bonk, he's out. Okay. And then... So, his attack doesn't count then.
No.
So, he was the 18, so you've got a 16, a 14, a 15. Are those all hits?
Yeah.
Bad deal. You take 9 damage from those attacks.
Ow. That one hurt. I'm just a spellcaster, guys. I'm not meant to be hit this many times.
Too bad you didn't warn anybody that they were coming.
I told
Or I
you!
could have run
Tree!
towards
I
us
wanted
instead
to
of
get
trying to
out.
climb a tree near
Well, I'm panicked!
Baldwin!
Okay, the guy I was fighting is still alive, right?
Correct. He's still... He hasn't been hit yet.
I will attack him again.
Alright. Punchify his guts out. Come on! Yeah!
Yay. And I'll use my bonus action.
Alright. That's no good. Okay, so you do get one hit on him. Punch him right in the face. What else?
That's it.
Okay. Trillin, now it's your turn. So you've just bonked one of the guys in the head with your spear and he's out. And then there's still 3 that are around Kira. 2 of them are in pretty rough shape. One of them is still healthy.
So, and the others are heading for the cave.
Casadius, I think, is the only... Yeah, as far as I know,
No one else
Casadius
is
is the only one that's moving
And I
towards
got
the cave.
interrupted by the boss. So that plan has apparently not going to happen. So.
When I told you that you could do that, that guy was still controlled and he didn't care about you. He would have ignored you.
Is Kira in my can I airlift her?
Can you airlift Kira? Kira, how much do you weigh?
Hold on.
Do you weigh less than 120 pounds?
Probably.
Okay, let's see.
I weigh 130 pounds. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Trillin, I've already figured out my escape route, so I figured out how I'm gonna get out of this. You're good.
Well,
I probably should remind y'all have also got those health potions that are a bonus action to take, we decided.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Yeah,
about
yeah.
those.
No, I know. I figured out how I'm gonna get out. I'm good.
I guess I will take stab and bonus action. Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna stab and then martial arts attack. That'll hit. And that'll hit. Are these both against the same target?
Yeah. I mean, unless the first one knocks him out, which is probably.
Well, it depends who you're attacking. Like I said, 2 of them are in rough shape, and the third one is very healthy. So which one do you want to attack?
The ones that are in rough.
Okay. So your first attack strikes one goblin. You hit him with your spear, and he's done. He's out of there. That's your spear attack? Is that your spear attack, Trellin?
And then I'll kick the.
Okay. Okay, and then you kick with your sharp talons the other one. So you just fly right in there to where Kira's getting punished by these goblins, and you spear stab one, and then you kick the other, and they both go down in a pile. So there's only one left now. Nice karate. Now what?
Well, that's it for this turn, I guess.
Okay. Then it is Casadia's turn.
Is the goblin boss wearing metal?
The goblin boss is wearing chainmail armor.
Oh, sweet. Alright, so I'm going to use my taser hand on him, and that means I get to roll with advantage, because he's got,
I need a 15.
16.
Good enough.
Alright, so he's going to take 8 damage. And he
Nice.
can't take reactions anymore, which means he does not get an attack of opportunity because I just tased him. And I'm like, hello there. And then I'm gonna run right up behind Brock and Baldwin, so I get some backup on this guy. And then I'm gonna shoot him at him with my my cannon.
General Kenobi. You've taken the high ground.
And of course I roll a terrible roll on this again. Oh my goodness.
Might be time to replace that cannon. It is not a successful item.
It just is bad rolls. It has a +6 to its attack. It has a good attack bonus. It's my best weapon.
That's dreadful.
Are you sure you actually remember to do maintenance on it every day?
Mm-hmm. It has +2 more than my crossbow does, and it's a bonus action, so not gonna get rid of it. I should just use my flamethrower one, because then it does half damage on a miss. But you know.
Alright, so what else?
That's it. So I my hand shocks him, and then I run towards Baldwin and Brock so that I can get some melee backup on the boss guy, and that's my move.
Okay, so that's away from the cave entrance now.
I guess wherever they're standing, yeah.
Okay.
Cave idea has failed, so we're not gonna do that anymore. I'm just going for backup
Okay.
on boss guy now.
Okay. That brings us back around to Brock Lucky.
Time to put down the guy I've been wailing on.
Glistening, muscly Brock.
And now slightly orange.
That'll hit.
Age +2, that's 10.
What? I don't understand what you did 10 damage?
Yes, 10 damage.
Okay.
Because the second one was a crit, it rolled extra damage. But
Oh, I
So
see.
get the
Okay.
8 plus a 2.
I see. Okay. Yeah, you hit this guy with your mace again. This time, it's like you're trying to take him apart piece by piece. You hit him on the one arm. Now you've hit him on the other arm, and bruised him over there. It's like you're punishing this guy for his insolence and attacking you.
Bro, this is what happens when you don't have any manners.
He's
Learn
not.
some manners and get some proper games.
He's not down yet, but he's past the halfway point. You think? What else?
I'm still talking in like goblin at them. Trying to convince them that it'd really be better if they just stopped fighting and talk things out while I beat them half to death.
Okay, you can try. Is that it? Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Kira.
Okay.
Houdini.
There's 2 next to me now?
No, there's one.
Oh,
You-
there's only
you-
one?
Yeah, you and Trillin tag teamed the one that dropped his sword and killed him, and then Trillin had a turn right after that, and she did awesome kung fu. She speared one of them, killed him, and then kung fu kicked the other one and killed him.
Oh, okay. Well then never mind.
That's 3 down
I
at one
don't
turn.
need to I think I'm good. And these guys are rolling really poorly on their damage anyway. I'm gonna use a bonus action first before I do this. Use a bonus action to use the rest of my healing light and heal myself up a little. 8. Okay. Then I'm going to swing around the tree I've been hiding/fighting now by, so that I can get within range of the big boss. I need to be within 30 feet of him. So I'm gonna just like run around and use my full movement to get at the edge, because I think I'm like 60 feet away from him, right?
If you use your full movement, no, you can get within 20 feet of him with your full movement.
Okay, I just want to get within 30.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on him.
Ooh.
Okay, hopefully this hits.
Following electricity with more.
No! Why? Why? That was gonna be
That's why you
so
should be
good.
a hobbit.
What does this thing do?
It's,
deals
it's,
damage
it's,
every
it's
turn.
magical. All I have to do is connect with him once, and then every round he takes damage from my Witch Bolt, and I don't have to do anything. This is my best spell.
Oh no.
Wolf always misses.
Everybody cross your fingers.
I mean, I can end it when I want to, but like, yeah.
Hey, mercifully nothing bad happens.
Why? I don't think I have anything that lets me re-roll. I'm gonna double check.
Can you
But
imagine if you witch bolted one of us?
I don't have inspiration.
Have you done anything inspiration worthy? Maybe trying to climb that tree?
You haven't given me inspiration, so I don't have any.
I'm trying my best to help you. I'm trying to think.
It was pity.
I just want to re-roll.
If anything, I would have taken it away from you for failing to warn the rest of your party that you were being flanked.
I mean, I did do the Crown of Madness. That was pretty dope. But like, yeah.
That's true.
I wish I had inspiration. That'd be nice.
Nope. I am a tiefling. I don't have re-rolly powers. I don't have luck. I have inspiration. unless my patron decided he wanted to help out or something, then I'm kind of screwed.
On the
That's
plus side, you didn't
I'm
make him
not-
mad because you didn't hit him. He's still mad at me because I tased him.
That sucks! And I guess at second level, too. Why did it have to be a 1?
Is that your turn?
Heaven to this spell! Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I hate spell slots.
Alphonse, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to drop my bow and pull out my short swords, and I'm going to whack against the one I've hit the most with, who's in melee with me.
Okay. One of them you hit once, the other one you haven't hit at all.
Okay, I'm going to hit the one that I've hit already,
All right.
because it's easy to see he's got an arrow sticking out.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
We're paying back for all the natural
Yeah.
things that happened.
Yeah. Yeah. They're coming back round.
Okay.
Okay. So what did you say? You poured out your short swords?
Yeah, I have 2 short swords.
Do you get to
2
like hit
attacks.
twice or something?
Yeah.
Do you want to resolve this critical failure first, or do you want to roll the other one? Okay.
The other one will hit.
All right.
But go ahead with the critical fail.
You stab yourself in the face.
Okay. Roll damage for me, please.
Well, this one's kind of easy.
Roll damage twice, actually.
Okay.
Okay. You do 5 damage to the creature and 2 damage to yourself.
Okay. Ow. Yeah, I'm looking hurt. At least below half health. Almost closer to a third. So we'll see what happens. But yep.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Because
Nora.
that's everything.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna use my bonus action to down a potion, but I think I used
Okay.
my bonus action on the attack. Go ahead. I'll figure it out and then do what needs to be done.
You use a bonus action to attack with both swords?
Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Okay.
So
Nora.
Are there still 3 goblins by her?
There are 4 goblins by her because the one that was engaging Cassadius has turned and engaged her
Cool.
because he split.
She gonna back up out of that situation. Or no, never mind. I don't want her to take attack of opportunity. No. She's okay. So are the goblins surrounding her?
No, they're not surrounding her. They're... Wait a minute. She had attacked them. What was the cone thing that she did?
She backed up
Like-
and hit people with the cone of fire.
Like with burning hands. So there was one here, here, and here, and like a diamond pattern or a triangle pattern in front of her.
Okay, so they are because she did that, and then they closed with her again, and then so they are surrounding her now.
Okay, never mind. I won't do that one. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray again then. So
That worked spectacularly last time.
2, 3.
Okay, the 14 will hit. Wait,
Okay, and the other 2.
does she get a plus to those?
Yeah, they get. She has +4.
So don't-
Then so 11 and 12. Okay, so the 12 will hit, the 11 will not.
Okay. Six and 8 damage.
Okay, so 3 of these have taken hits already, 1 has not. Which ones which ones are you targeting with the 2 hits?
2 that have already taken hits.
All right, so she zaps them with that's the red laser thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she zaps them with the red lasers, and they catch on fire briefly.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's the monster's turn. So the boss goblin, he will shake off the taser shockiness from Casadius and growl and chase after him. He's on you now, Casadius.
Excellent. Until he murders me, but he's excellent for now.
Okay, so he still muscles are a little bit twitchy from the electricity, and he swings his sword at you, and it just whooshes over your head and doesn't connect. Okay, the hobgoblin bodyguards, they will each attack Brock and Baldwin as they have been. Okay, it's the first one's against Brock, the second one's against Baldwin.
Oh, good. It
Those
doesn't
both. Oh, it doesn't hit. What about Brock? Does that hit you?
14 won't hit me. Oh wait, plus 4, yeah, that won't hit me.
Okay.
Yeah, that won't hit me. I finally take half damage for the first time.
You take half damage?
Because I'm raging.
Oh, okay. That's
So I take 3
6.
damage.
Okay. What is your AC, Baldwin?
18.
Jeez. That's nice. Okay.
Because monks get to add their wisdom and their dexterity or something to their AC.
Yeah, I think mine is like... I don't know what mine is. 16, I think, or something.
I have
Okay.
1 for dexterity, so I have a +5 on dexterity and +3 wisdom.
Okay, so the 4 that surround Nora will attack her. That's 3 hits. So they do 7 damage to her.
Discord fully broke after like an hour of pseudo breaking, so now I can see Discord again. Yay!
Hooray!
You were frozen.
I can
Lee.
see what's been happening in the chat.
This is what you look like.
Okay, Nora takes 7 damage, and then the one that remains attacking Kira will attack her.
Yeah.
Seven, so he misses. And that will be all of the monster's turn. It's Baldwin is up.
Okay, I will continue to attack that hobgoblin. 23.
It's a good hit.
4. So like 8 damage.
Okay,
Use my bonus action for yay another hit for 9 damage.
nice. Okay, punch, 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 punch. He's all looks like he's gets punched in the stomach a bunch of times. He's looking queasy.
Don't throw up on me. I don't want goblin throw up all over me.
Okay, what else? Anything?
You're the way of the
No,
drunken
that's it.
master. You'd think you'd be used to throw up by now.
I'm the master of this. I don't
Got
throw
it.
up. I can
But
handle
you fight
alcohol.
other drunk people, though.
Got him. Trillin's your turn. Wrecked? Not wrecked? Tyrannosaurus wrecked. I'm sorry, Trillin, what did you say?
What's the status of the one you
The one that you can reach right now without moving is attacking Kira, and he's not injured. He's fresh. Okay. Nora is less than your movement speed away. You can get to Nora in one turn, and she's surrounded. She's being attacked on 4 sides. So you could go and help her if you wanted to. It's up to you. Either way, that roll will hit. You just got to decide who you want to hit with it.
So she's doing damage.
Nora's not in great shape. Nora's being pummeled. Pretty good.
Yeah, I thought some of them would come follow me, but then none of them did.
Over there.
I'm not playing Nora's character.
She needs help.
Does she have healing potions?
She has potions and she has healing word, but she's got 10 hit points left.
Okay, so
Does she get to attack before the enemies get
Yes.
to go? Okay,
Guys,
good.
I'm
So
having
she's
a real
actually
hard
getting
time.
healing potion.
I'm having a hard time hearing Eagle. Eagle's trying to do her turn. What are you doing, Eagle?
testing.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Everybody's a lot louder than you. I couldn't hear you over them.
Yeah, I'll say, oh, hang in there, Kieran, and then I'll run over to Eleanor.
Okay. All right. So you're attacking with your spear? Okay.
Yeah, spear, and then very pale.
Okay. The spear attack will succeed in eliminating yet another goblin. Unfortunately, your kick will miss. So, there's 3 now that are surrounding Nora. What else do you want to do this turn? Anything? Okay, Cassadius, you're up.
Right. Well, I guess I'm tasing him again. Because why not?
The boss again?
Yeah.
All right.
21.
Yes.
So he takes 5 electric damage. And I don't know if he can do more attacks if he can't move, but I'm gonna try and squirrel my way so that so he's like I'm standing like behind like where Baldwin and Brock are, like behind them, and like Boss is here and the Hobgoblins are here, right? That's kind of what's going on right now, ish. I'm gonna try and like walk around.
Imagine a map in your head, right?
Mhm.
At the very top of it, at the north end of the thing, is the cave entrance and the escarpment wall, right?
Yep.
Immediately to the south of that, 2 spaces to the south of that, is the boss,
Mhm.
right? Then another space to the south of that is the 2 bodyguards, and then to the south of that is Brock and Baldwin.
Okay, so
Where are you at?
Well, so I'm gonna move next, like standing right next to Baldwin now, because that guy's. So I'm gonna move there, so then he has to come chase me, and then he'll be in range of Baldwin once Baldwin's done dealing with his goblin.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna, instead of attacking the boss with my cannon, I'm gonna attack that hobgoblin with my cannon instead.
The same one that's fighting Baldwin.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna miss anyway, but I rolled a net. No, almost a net. Darn it, a 19. Rolled a 19. And he takes 13 points of damage.
"13 points of Trillin's hieroglyphics damage." Okay, so what does that do? It's like a unlimited power. Purple lightning.
That attack, the cannon is just like a cannon blast. Basically, this is like a projectile weapon, basically.
Okay. Pazzow! It blasts a hole in his armor, and he's got a smoking scorch mark underneath it now. And he is looking pretty rough.
Cool.
Back to the top. Brock Lucky.
Bring down another swing.
Yes, that'll hit. Okay, Brock.
Nice.
This guy has just about had it. He's still on his 2 feet, but man, he's shaky. He's not quite what he once was, and it might not take much more to kill this guy.
Come on, bro. Stop it. You don't want to do this, man.
He just kind of gurgles. And I forgot to mention also when Casadius was going, he shocked the boss goblin. The boss goblin said, "Stop doing that." Okay.
So uncivilized.
Kira, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's try this again. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt again, but this time at first level. That's more like it. Okay, that's 18.
Against the boss?
Yeah.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. So he's gonna take He takes 4 points of lightning damage, so he gets shocked again. And then, basically, as I turn into Lord Sidious and just like unleash a wave of purple energy coming from my fingertips. On a hit, the target takes a D10. On each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal another D12 lightning damage to the target automatically. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else, and it also ends if he's ever outside the spell's range. So, in order to ensure he doesn't walk out of my range, as I'm just raining down purple lightning towards him, I just slowly walk towards him, and I want to get to about 10 feet away from him. And like Brock and Castadius are kind of in front of him, fighting him.
Well, yeah.
I just want to kind of move myself so I'm behind Brock's really big body. So I'm like 10 feet away and like slightly obscured by Brock, and I'm just like
lightning.
I'm just holding lightning on this dude.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing with my action. Bonus action. Let me just see if I think I have a way. Oh no, I can't. I can only cast a cantrip on a bonus action. So, yep, that's all I'm gonna do.
So you've moved away from the goblin that was attacking you.
Yes.
Okay, so that will provoke an opportunity to attack, won't it?
Yeah.
Fortunately for you, that does not hit.
Because this looks yes.
Okay, explain to me briefly again, what are the mechanics of this thing? It does damage over rounds or something?
Yeah, every turn.
Automatic hit.
I don't have to roll to hit him again.
It's very helpful when the two of you talk at once.
I don't have to roll again. I just hit him every turn. As long as I maintain concentration and the spell's range, my turn is taken up to doing a D12 damage on him.
Okay. Alright, so that's your turn then.
Again, Lord Sidious Luke Skywalker, that's what I'm doing to this guy.
Alphonse.
Okay. Am I still in melee range with a couple of guys?
As far as I know, you didn't move at the end of your last turn, right?
No.
You took out your swords and hit them.
No, that's all I did. Okay.
You said something about you wanted to eat a potion or something.
Yeah, I said something about that, and then I looked it up. I use my bonus action for attacking, which, okay, that's okay. I am going to down my potion first thing, because that's the bonus action. Where is that? That's the greater healing. Okay, so I'm going to down that. And get 14 health back. That's a pretty good potion.
It's an average roll.
Yeah. Still, it's more than enough. That brings me almost all the way back up to full. And then I'm going to take a melee attack at the arrow, the guy with the arrow, again.
Okay.
Oh, that's an arrow to the face.
No, that's my short sword to the
blade
face.
to the face.
It's a short sword to the face. With a 6.
Times 2, that's 12 damage.
Massive attack. Okay. So,
I downed my potion, I cut his head off.
what do you want to do? Cut his head off? Okay, you decapitate this guy. You just and his head like flies through the air and cartoonishly blood splurts out of his neck, and his body just falls to his knees and then down into the dirt.
I've had it with you hitting me. Stop it!
What else?
And that's it, because if I move, I take an attack of opportunity. I'd rather not lose that precious health that I just gained.
Nora!
Nora is low on health.
I know. My goal is to get to her soon.
So, according to Pack, she has no potions.
Everybody has 3.
Okay, she's using 1. 44.
That's what Kyrath, I think. Aren't you the one that started that? It's 3, right?
Uh-huh.
She probably just forgot to
Pretty much
for it.
She never puts that thing in. Okay, so it's 12.
That's a pretty good roll.
16.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, she's back up to full. That's good. And then so that's her bonus action. She's surrounded again, right?
There's 3 around her. Trillin managed to kill one of them.
Okay. I mean, she's got one more Scorching Ray left, so she'll just do that. And get all 3.
1, 2.
Ouch.
That's bad.
Get ready, Trillin.
It's because you said 1 as I rolled it.
Get ready, Trillin.
That's how it works.
She only ever gets 2 of them. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, 6 points of damage. Hopefully she doesn't hit Trillin.
Well, those 2 are for the hits, right?
6 points of damage for the 2 that hit the goblins.
She kills one of them. She hits one of them that's in really bad shape, and then she hits another one that's fresh and does damage to him. Now then, about that one.
And this is where it hits me.
Sorry, Trillin.
Nothing bad happens. It's just a miss. Okay, is that her turn?
Yeah.
Monsters. Boss Goblin. He's extremely infuriated. He's had it with all this lightning on this plane. So he's okay. So explain to me again exactly what you did, Cassadius. You went to near Baldwin so that if he attacks you, Baldwin can attack him?
I'm moving him, yeah. So if he goes in, so I'm thinking because Baldwin can sometimes do more than one attack. If he takes down his hobgoblin, then he might be able to hit the chief guy if he comes and attacks me. Yeah. So basically, I went right next to Baldwin so that they did range. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll come and he'll attack you, and he's diagonal from Baldwin. He's got his other bodyguard on next to him. So he'll run over and he'll swing his sword at you, Cassadius. Oh no.
I've had it with these nerve-hurting Sith in this nerve-hurting Senate.
Okay, he hits you and deals 8 damage. And then the 2 remaining hobgoblins, both kind of swaying and not too steady on their feet, they both swing their swords, one each, first at Brock and then at Baldwin.
Yes.
Okay. You're too small and nimble, and they can't connect. They're swinging, try to swing through your midsection, but the normal person's midsection is over the top of your head, so they can't hit you. Brock, you on the other hand are quite large and much easier to hit because you're humongous.
It's only my well-oiled muscles that have deflected everything up till now, anyways.
He does 4 damage to you.
It's all the rust contaminating my oil that's making it less slick and me more orange. So.
Okay, the first 2 attacks are against Nora, and the third is against Trillin. So I think the ones against Nora hit, the one against Trillin probably does not.
Those will hit Nora.
I don't know how I could live with an AC of 11. That is so bad.
Yeah, that's nightmarish. Okay,
Yeah.
so Nora takes 2 damage, and the third goblin swipes it. Wait, is that right? No, I'm sorry. There's only 2. So, okay, so never mind. That 10 doesn't count. Nobody attacks Trillin. I'm mistaken. There's only 2 attacking Nora and Trillin now. And then the last one that was attacking Kira chases after her and swings a sword at her. And he misses. Is that everybody? That's everybody. Baldwin.
Okay, I will go after the hobgoblin that is gonna throw up on me if I keep hitting it.
Punch his mouth closed.
Okay, 7 damage.
Okay, that will hit, and he is down. How are you going to take care of him?
I will just punch him in the face.
You sure can't.
That's quite descriptive. Exciting too.
Sure
Okay.
Okay, fine. I'll
He's a comic, so it is exciting.
I'll grab him in an arm lock and then I sweep his legs out from under him and throw him to the ground.
Yes, that's awesome. And he goes thud on the ground, and the big
so
dust
now
cloud
the boss
rises.
guy is in range of me.
Yes. For your
Just
bonus
like
attack.
Okay, so I'm going to use a key point to use flurry of blows.
Okay.
So I can make 2 more attacks on the boss.
15. Nope.
No.
No.
Oh wait, that was the wrong button.
That's the wrong thing.
Oh
Wait,
no.
Hobbit. Yes. Okay, 7 damage.
He's like,
Okay.
Hobbit, yes!
I just love
Let me
because every
see.
time I see Nat 1 as a player, your brain just like, but then like every time I see
There's
that, I always like,
limit
I'm so
on that
worried,
virtual
and I'm
trait.
like, wait,
There's
I'm-
not like you can only do this once per day or per long
No.
rest or.
Well,
That is
it's-
insane.
I don't think I can. I'm never gonna
It's-
create someone that's not a hobbit. Like
Never.
The hobbits.
No, it's just the only limit is on certain. You can only do it for certain things. You can do it, but that's most things. You can do it for attacks, skill checks, and I think saving throws.
So basically, I
That's
mean,
everything.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, what
You can only do it once though. If he rolls a 1 and then he rolls another 1, he's screwed. I think.
Whereas
I think you have to take-
do that
You
multiple
have to
times.
roll. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, any attack, ability check, or saving throw. So it's basically everything.
The next party is just gonna be a part of hobbits, isn't it?
The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits.
Punch
To
your face, punch your
Isengard.
face.
Okay.
No, except this time it'll be the hobbits are taking themselves to Isengard to burn it down.
The hobbits
To
are taking
to
over
punch it down.
Isengard. The hobbits are taking over
Just
Isengard.
give me an axe. Help chop it down like
All
it's a
right.
tree.
So you punch the hobgoblin boss, and he's looking pretty rough, but he's still in the fight. And that brings us to Trillin. Trillin, it's your turn. There is 2 goblins attacking Nora.
How convenient.
Oh no!
Oh,
Jeez, big damage too. Okay, you annihilate
second
one of
hit.
them. What? Oh, that was the second attack.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the other one.
She rolled 6 damage for the spear, which would be 12.
Okay.
7 on the Kinsai attack.
All right. Your spear damage annihilates one of the goblins, kills him, just destroys him, and then you turn and clock, kicks, punch. Is it? I guess they're your legs, aren't they? Kick them with your talons. You talon kick the other one, and now he's still up, but he's not doing well. What else do you want to do?
I think that's it for me.
Okay, Cassadius, your turn.
Right. Well, don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm tasing him again.
Okay.
You're gonna chase him as I'm lightning him? Like,
Yeah,
like
that's a 20.
To hit. Oh my word. Walk up.
Right. So that's a 20, and that'll do only 3 damage. But again, he can't attack me right now, so I'm gonna scooch back around behind him and the other hobgoblin. So now I'm like behind them, and I'm gonna use my cannon. Right, the one that's attacking Brock is still standing, right?
There's only one hobgoblin left.
Cool.
The one that's attacking Brock. The one that's fighting Baldwin is down.
Right, so I'm gonna run behind. I'm gonna slip behind the boss after I tase him again, and So I'm standing behind him now.
Okay.
So like, but I'm gonna kind of put myself so like Baldwin, me, the boss is like diagonal to both of us. I'm gonna be like above that, and I'm gonna use my cannon to go after the other hobgoblin to free up Brock. Hopefully, for the start of the round. Hopefully, take him out. That's my goal. So, no. Closed.
Okay, Brock, it's your turn.
Wait, I forgot my...
Too late.
What?
I'm just kidding.
what?
That's a 15.
You snooze, you lose. What is this? What is this 15 against?
This is against the hobgoblin.
Yes, that will hit.
And that's 4 damage.
That's good enough. He's down.
Just
Alright.
imagining
I
Red's
wanted
head
to do
just
more
popped off.
lightning!
No, that's the hobgoblin bodyguard, not the boss.
That's the bodyguard, not the boss. Who's that?
I'm
The
not
boss.
done!
Okay, the
Okay.
hobgoblin, the last bodyguard is down. How's that go? How's that look?
It does force damage, so he basically gets like, it's a blow to his chest plate that like sends him flying back, and his neck breaks as he goes flying.
Okay, so
it's
he-
much more entertaining if I'm just fighting him and his head just
Okay,
flies off.
so he flies backwards into the cave, and his feet leave trails in the dirt, and he disappears into the darkness, yelling the whole way. Kira, it's the Senate's turn.
Oh wait. These are goblins. Oh!
Okay, does anyone need health right now? Anyone in dire
Nora,
straits
maybe,
need help?
but
Well, you're the one that's got
Nora-
Nora's character sheet in front of you. You
So
tell
Nora's
me.
good. I just healed her.
Wait, isn't it my turn after Casadius?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Brock. I didn't mean to skip you. Brock, it's your turn.
Okay, so only the boss is left, right?
No, the boss is left, and then there are 3 goblins left. One's attacking Alphonse, one's attacking Kira, one's attacking either Nora or Trillin.
I'm going to go and put the beat down on or actually, we don't even know where the girl is. I'm going to go grapple, or I'm going to smack the boss over the head and then try and grapple him with my bonus action.
Okay.
20.
The hit.
5 plus 2, so 7.
Okay, he is unconscious. You may grapple him with ease.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like tie him up and stuff.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Kira.
Well, I guess my witch bolt is over. That's really sad.
You could electrocute him to death while he's unconscious.
I kind of want to. It's gonna be like, he's just like, I was holding on to it, and I didn't realize.
What is the alignment of your
will
character exactly, Miss?
Chaotic
What's that
good.
throw down?
Even while they're
She's chaotic good. She's chaotic good.
Chaotic good. It's a
It's
goblin.
a goblin. It's a goblin. That's a totally chaotic good move.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
think
gonna,
electrocuting anything unconscious.
I'm
is
just
chaotic.
gonna lightning him down. I know see Brock gets him in a hole, and I'm just like, I want to back up Brock, so I'm like helping him as it goes down. Who's got the lowest health though?
Well, no. After he gets back unconscious, with my mace, I'll just move in between the witch bolt and him.
Probably
That's not how
Cassidius.
it works. It's like it's a spell. I can connect it.
Yeah, probably Cassidius. I'm only down 2
Through
health
me?
right now from Max. Or
Cassidius,
Brock.
you need help.
Yeah, I'm missing 21 HP right now.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word.
Because I know you guys took, or at least you took pretty good heavy hits earlier in the fight.
I don't like that.
Oh, healing word. Okay.
You get 40 HP!
Fastest healing ever.
Yay! Yeah, so I'm like, lightning's coming out of my hands, my eyes are starting to like, kind of have a purple glow. I'm like, really into it, not really seeing that the goblin's down. I just keep going, and then like, I kind of see Cassadius is taking a little bit damage, so I just like, do a little quick healing word on him, and then I continue to go forward until I realize that it's dead.
So he lost 1 death saving throw.
Okay, so you're literally electrocuting an unconscious dead goblin. That's what's happening?
Yes.
And Brock, you're putting your body in the way of this?
Yes.
Except it
I
doesn't.
wouldn't
You can't
recommend
do
it.
that. Yeah, you can't do that for Witch Bolt.
Yeah, you can't intercept Witch Bolt. It's
Witch Bolt automatically hits the target once it hits the first time.
yeah. It,
Okay, so what does he die? Like
no,
die?
No, if you were tracking death saving throws, it would cause 1 failure on the death saving throw.
Basically, be dead in 3 turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would accelerate his expiration.
Alphonse, your turn.
Okay. This one that's hitting me or trying to, I'm gonna attack him again, and with my short swords, because why not? 2 short swords, go! That one is gonna fail. Second short sword gun. That one. Wait, how did I roll a 1 when it came? Oh, okay. I don't hit him at all.
Oh, it's no good. Okay, something bad happens. Okay, you take half damage from yourself. Roll damage on your sword.
Okay. Ow.
Wait, who was he attacking? I thought all the enemies were defeated.
Me. Oh,
No.
there's one.
There's
Half
Still.
damage.
3.
It's 3.
Oh, there's
Okay,
those three. Oh.
So you slice your thigh, you do 3 damage to yourself.
Yeah, there's still one attacking Kira and one attacking Nora, and the one that's attacking Alphonse.
Anything else?
That's it.
Nora.
Okay. She's got one by her, right?
Yes. There's one by her and Trillin. Trillin and Nora are there by one of them. And that one's badly wounded.
Okay. She has a cantrip that she'll use against it. If it loads, come on. Okay. I believe it's sacred. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna use Sacred Flame, so needs to make a dex save of 12.
It does not.
Okay. She does 8 points of damage from it as holy fire rains down from heaven and smites the creature.
It's dead. It explodes into giblets all over the place. Is that her turn?
Holy word of our Lord compels you.
Yep.
Alright, monster's turn. There are 2 goblins remaining. They see that everybody is dead, including their boss, and they turn and flee into the woods screaming in fear and throwing their weapons away. Alphonse and Alphonse and Kira get attacks of opportunities if they wish against them.
13 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
Oh, good night.
Okay, you slash him in the back as he flees,
For 9 damage.
and he yelps in pain as he hoofs it into the woods. Kira, you are not able. Are you able to attack this guy while you're lightninging the other dude?
I mean, it's a reaction, so yeah.
So what exactly are you doing? You're just turning some of your lightning against the fleeing guy?
Hey, do you have a melee weapon?
Yeah, of course. I got my sickle. No, I'm just like nonchalantly. It's like, oh, just see the goblin in the corner of my eye. I'm just like, I just go from this to, and just hold it with one hand.
Can you make a one-handed attack with that weapon?
It's a sickle.
Yeah, it's just a wall.
I have 11.
Okay, so what's your attack roll?
It's misses.
Okay. Alright, so you miss, that one flees, and they run into the woods. Okay, and that is...
He's finally done playing footsie with me, and he's been trying to attack me this whole time and just missing. I just imagine that my character has just been kicking it every time it attacked.
That is the conclusion of combat. We are out of turn order.
Right, when I see Kira still is electrocuting, like, Kira, he's down.
I will
Are you
gather.
sure?
I will gather up my longbow.
Pretty sure.
I hold it for an extra second and I let it go.
Okay, so you stand in a clearing, surrounded by the bodies of dead goblins. and there's the cave entrance. You notice that it's starting to get dark.
We should perhaps go in and see if we can find the girl.
Right, I'm sending Eustace in. Eustace is flying in.
Wait! Never mind. Can you just see in the dark?
He's mechanical. I don't know what his rules are.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast light on Eustace so we can make sure he sees in the dark. He's just a little light. Now he's the light bulb that flies through the cave.
Okay, Eustace flies in the cave.
What does he see? Since he's close enough to me, I can actually see through his eyes. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Okay, he flies in the cave. He sees a narrow cave entrance and a corridor that extends about 20 or 30 feet in and kind of down at a slight incline downwards into the rock face, and opens up into a small interior room with a bunch of goblin belongings, some crates, some piles of straw, some food, and some discarded animal bones. And against one wall, there's a cage with a girl in it wearing a pink and white dress.
Can I make a perception check for Eustace to look for traps? There are like booby traps anywhere in the room.
Yes, you can.
We're in the corridor. All right, cool. That's a +5, I believe, to this perception. Oh, +4. Okay, you rolled really badly. Okay.
Can you describe what you're looking for exactly?
Like trap, like like just like especially like along the corridor to the room, like any sort of like tripwires or like things that come out of the walls, stuff like that.
Okay, Eustace doesn't detect anything like that.
Cool. I tell everybody, it's like the girl's in there. It looks safe.
Very well. Let's see if we can't get her out of there and produce her back to her family. Because I'm pretty certain she wants to go home.
Well, let's go. Brock just walks on in.
Don't. Yeah, Alphonse will follow. Trying to duck if he needs to with the cavern, but he's gonna go in because he does. I don't know how tall the cavern or the cave is.
Kira
Okay.
will go in, but stay towards the middle of the group, as will Nora.
Okay, so Brock, you're the first to enter the cave.
Yep.
Okay, you stride into the cave with your handsome, muscly self, and you see the girl, and she notices you coming in. She looks up, and at first she's afraid, but then she realizes that you're not a goblin, and then she recognizes you, and she says, "My goodness, Brock, lucky it's you. I knew you'd come to rescue me. Let me out of this cave, please, hurry."
Right away, miss.
I mean cage. She said cage.
Let me just break open the bars here. And Brock is just gonna walk over and like try and bend the bars open.
It's not a metal cage. It's just a wooden cage, but it has a metal lock.
I'm just gonna bust it open.
Okay, make
Brock is
a.
gonna bust it open.
Are you just with your bare hands?
Yeah.
Or excellent. Okay, make me what, a strength, I guess.
Yeah. Or actually, I think maybe athletics or a strength roll.
No, it would be
I think
it would either be
just
a
a strength.
Yeah, it'd either be a strength roll or a melee attack roll.
Make me a strength roll.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my rages for the day to give me advantage. Didn't even need it. 21.
Plenty good. Okay, you just rip the cage apart with your bare hands, and it falls. It doesn't even.
And I grab the door and I pull it off the hinges.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say you don't so much open the cage as you just tear it apart and it falls apart around the girl. It lays in splinters on the ground. And then she says, "My goodness, Brock Lucky, thank you for rescuing me." And then she jumps into your arms and she says, "My hero."
Can I just carry her the whole way back to town?
Wow.
More workouts, more games.
Okay, does anybody want to do anything else?
You said it's getting dark.
It's beginning to get dark outside, yes.
How long did it take us? It took us, what, like 2 hours to get here?
Multiple hours.
It's a 2-hour walk to get back to the road. Although you might, since you know the way, you might be able to do it in 90 minutes on the way back.
Should we maybe consider hanging out in the cave and hiding and sleeping here until morning when it's a little more safer? Also, some of us might need rest.
We can either stay and rest or we can head back. Chances are we won't face any obstacles on the way back, and Alphonse will light a torch.
So perhaps some wolves.
We can either use this place, which is defensible, nice narrow entrance, or we can go somewhere else in case we're worried about more goblins showing up later. But either way,
I'm more concerned about the girl's safety. She may not want to stay here because this is a place of trauma for her.
Yeah, she looks at you, Alphonse, and she shakes her head no and says, "I don't want to stay here another minute."
That is what I assumed.
Yes, we're going. Well, as you learn in scouting, sing some loud songs to scare the animals away. Although it could attract some bigger ones. Never mind, let's not do that.
I would advise against singing. It's not necessarily the best way, but that's all right.
Okay, so it's dusk outside. It's maybe, I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock, maybe 6:30 in the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, and you guys hit the footpath and head back towards the road.
Yeah.
Okay, so you, as you're walking along the footpath, you've already come this way, so it's easy to navigate, and as you get to after walking for about probably about a half an hour, you come across the goblins that you fought on the way in, the scouting party that you left tied up in the woods, and you find that they have been torn by wild animals. They're dead.
Whoops!
Saw that one coming. Oh well.
that's a shame. Oh well.
So everybody roll perception.
Oh, perception. Ooh, my passive is a 14.
I see nothing. Nothing at all.
You're just staring at the girl in your arms, being like, "My hero."
Okay, and while we're on is anybody proficient in nature?
I am.
Nope.
Not
If you're proficient in nature, you can also make a nature roll.
I will do that.
that would put me at a 14 right now for perception.
That's a 23 nature and an 18 perception.
What was the 17 that you rolled?
That was what?
That was what?
I made so I made a roll for my perception. That's me. That's 18. And then the 13 I rolled was for Nora's perception.
You rolled a 17. What was that from?
That's Kira's perception. I was rolling for Kira and Nora.
Yeah, okay. I see. Yeah.
17
Okay.
is Kira, 13 is Nora, and then 18 is Kira's nature.
Okay, so
Which is a
let's
23.
see. let's see. So Trillin and Kira, you both hear rustling, maybe 50 to 100 feet in the woods around you, and Kira, you're able to notice that it looks like these goblins have been half eaten by wolves.
Oh, look. Wolves. I called it.
What do?
Well, these goblins have been eaten by wolves. I would hope that would mean that they're not hungry anymore, but based on that wrestling, I'm going to say that they might still be. We should maybe try and scare them off. I could try, as I say that, I will try. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my, to create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within. It's like, what are wolves afraid of?
Dragon. Probably afraid of a dragon.
Okay, yes. I make the sound of a dragon coming from where we are, just like a dragon roar in the forest.
Are you trying to scare these wolves off?
Yeah.
Okay, because I will aid by burning off my my lightning breath to help you, so that there is now a visual as well as auditory to that.
Okay.
Lightning Dragonborn.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what? She can roll with advantage or something?
Mm-hmm.
For intimidation, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh man.
No, that's the wrong button. Okay, so that's 7, 12.
Okay, describe what happens.
Okay, so as I'm thinking about what would scare, and then Cassadius is like a dragon, I wiggle my fingers and utter under my breath, and what everyone hears is just like a big "Rah!" through the forest, which sounds like a dragon. And as I do that, Alfonso, picking up on what I do, he lets out his breath towards where I pointed out the rustling comes from, and then a lightning dragon breath goes in that direction.
Okay, as you do that, you hear a howl, a wolf's howl out in the woods, and it seems like it's moving off away from you, and the rustling, the noise that you hear from the animals gets more and more faint, and then it's silent.
Guys, I think it worked.
That was very impressive.
Thank you.
Very indeed.
See, there's sometimes spending your whole life reading books can be even better than games.
It's good attempt, dear, but it won't work on him. It's okay.
I mean, you say that, but he's the one carrying around the beautiful blacksmith's daughter.
I mean, I'm already hitched. I already found my man, so I don't care.
All right. So
also,
I also didn't almost die from the goblins. So.
And epically fail at climbing a tree.
okay, so you continue along the footpath.
Crown of madness, people.
Yes.
You continue along the footpath.
Yes.
After about another hour, you arrive at the road, and then are able to make your way back to town without further incident. That's the end. Hooray!
Yay. Thank you guys for joining us. We had an awesome time again. Combat tends to be really good with this. Tends to be up and down, as we've learned tonight. Nat 20, Nat 1, Nat 20, Nat 1. Pick one dice, please. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and God bless.